On the second day, we woke up late in the morning and decided to walk because it was just a few minutes walk from the hotel that we were staying in. And of course, we needed the morning cold breeze to freshen up ourselves, you know. Yes, now guys, you can see in the front the gigantic lovely looking boat shaped building out there in the front, no, and it's the Titanic Museum. It looks lovely. So after all the security and ticketing procedure, we moved into the museum. The first part shows how life was back then, and how was the development of technology and communication taking place, and changes in the lifestyle was in the process. Then the museum also depicts all the procedures involved while building Titanic in Belfast, the Northern Ireland city.
I was there from the beginning. I watched the shipwrights lay the keel blocks. They set big wooden blocks on the slipway to start with, then the keel at top of it, like a backbone, and the frames attached to that, like a skeleton.
Workshops everywhere. It took weeks to find your way around. Two of them, each as high as a 3-story house.
I worked in the frame bending shop. You had heat steel beams in the furnace, then hooked them onto slabs of castings.
They were taller than the da.
The plates were overlapped on the edges. Some were raised, one after another. We called it clincher. One of the foremen taught me years ago. That's how you built steel ships.
I worked as a heater boy. You had to heat the rivets on a wee plate. You pump the bellows till the rivet was white hot. Then you get a hold of it with your tongs and throw it up to the catcher. And he put it in the hole in the plate with the holder up. There were two of us on the other side of the plate with the holder up. We had to hammer the rivet so it filled the hole before it turned dull ringing sound. We'd have to go back and chase it out afterward. I'd get scared working down in that double bottom. You only had candles for light. And the constant hammering against the shell plates. You could hear it all over. The heater boy and catcher got 16 bob, but we all worked the same. I'd get scared working down in that double bottom. You only had candles for light. And the constant hammering against the shell plates.
Titanic was under the command of Captain Edward Smith, who went down with the ship. The ocean liner carried some of the wealthiest people in the world, as well as hundreds of immigrants from Great Britain and Ireland, Scandinavia, and elsewhere throughout Europe, who were seeking a new life in the United States. The first-class accommodation was designed to be the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, with a gymnasium, swimming pool, libraries, high-class restaurants, and opulent cabins. Second floor. third floor. After leaving Southampton on 10th April 1912, Titanic called at Cherbourg in France and Queensland, which is now called Cove in Ireland, before heading west to New York. She hit an iceberg at 11:40 p.m. ship's time. The collision caused the hull plates to buckle inwards along her starboard right side and opened 5 of her 16 watertight compartments to the sea, and the passengers and some crew members were evacuated in lifeboats, many of which were launched only partially. A disproportionate number of men were left aboard because of women and children first protocol for loading lifeboats. At 2 a.m. she broke apart, and the Titanic's sinking, it was a disaster, and it was met with worldwide shock and outrage at the huge loss of life, as well as the regulatory and operational failures that led to it. And the public inquiries in Britain and the United States led to major improvements in maritime safety. One of their most important legacies was the establishment of the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, which still governs the maritime safety. Several new wireless regulations were passed around the world in an effort to learn from the many mistakes in wireless communication, which could have saved many more passengers during that time. So thank you very much for watching our video. We'll be back with more interesting videos in future. Please stay tuned and please subscribe our channel and stay updated. Bye bye.